Greetings, my lovelies. This month in January, I am going to be doing a reconnection type challenge that Moonflower Moments has come up with. It's basically, I'll tag her video in the in the description below, but basically what you want to do is either work with a deck or decks that you started your tarot practice with, or that are the foundation of your current practice with tarot, uh, and any other type things. She has different prompts for each week of the month of January, and I have written them down. So I'll probably do a few videos with some of my progress through that um, in the month of January. And this is the deck that I will be working with. It is the Gothic Tarot by Joseph Vargo and Joseph Aurelio. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Two Josephs. It was made in 2002. Wait, no, 2007. And this is quite literally one of the first decks that I ever used in my tarot journey. If you have been following along, you would know I am pushing 40, and I started tarot when I was 15. My mom used to do tarot uh, in the early 2000s when I was 15 on phone lines through like different tarot phone line company things. Um, and so she handed me my first tarot deck, which was the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck with the blue and white plaid um, back. And she taught me to do tarot off of that. But being the type of person I am, I was like, this is cool. I don't really like the imagery. So pretty much every deck I've gotten since then has been like off the wall versions of Rider-Waite-Smith until like the last couple years I've been working with the uh, Tarot de Marseille, and I recently got a Thoth deck that I'm also learning off of also. But when it comes to the base of my practice, I've been working with Rider-Waite-Smith knockoffs, basically. So this is the Gothic Tarot. This is the book that it doesn't come with it. You can buy it separately, but it is basically a more in-depth version of why each art piece that makes up the tarot deck has the images that it has, and so on and so forth. Um, and so this is a deck that I rebought last year because it reminded me of my childhood and my teenage years. So it just came into being an awesome thing that Moonflower Moments had mentioned going back to your first deck. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to go get a regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And she specifically says in it, don't go get a new deck. So this deck I actually had when I was 15, 16 years old. So this is one of the first decks that I had. These are all books that I'm going to be using during the month of January to work with this deck. I have Book of Shadows. I mean, that's pretty. It's just a journal. Gothic Grimoire, Nocturnal Witchcraft, and Shadow Work Journal and Workbook. And then, of course, like I said, the prompts that she already has set out. And I plan on doing some type of videos showing my progress through the prompts, so that you guys can see how you could go about doing the same thing. It look from what I see as someone who's been doing tarot for over 2 decades now. Um, it's a very good way to bond with a deck. If it's a new deck, an old deck, any type of deck that you happen to come across, the prompts that she puts in there are very good ways to, at the very least, bond with a deck. And so I am going to rebond with my teenage deck and and really just enjoy going back into that mindset that I had as a free spirited gothic child with lots of angst and see it from that point of view, and also as a now mother and partner and still a little gothic full grown adult, and just really accept and bring those parts of myself back together. And I'm really looking forward to it. Anyways, if you want to continue seeing how this progresses, feel free to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, my lovelies.